Oh, and put one of those hash browns at the end, you know, like hash brown team Cobra Kai or something. And then send it to the internet!
Yes, Sensei. Thanks for stopping by the channel for my Cobra Kai Season 2 review in-depth. Before we get to that, though, remember to like the video, share it with your friends on social media. Please do consider subscribing to the channel, and let me know what you think in the comments below. And now, on to the video. Welcome back to Talking Pop Culture with Jake D, and we are talking Cobra Kai Season 2 today. Now, as you may remember from my Cobra Kai Season 1 review video, I characterized it as possibly one of the greatest seasons of television ever made, and certainly a masterclass in how to rejuvenate an aged IP like Cobra Kai. I'll leave my link to that video in the description below, but here we go, rocking and rolling with Cobra Kai Season 2.
You trained him well. Just like I trained you. You forgot. I taught you everything you know.
Not everything.
And that's how you open up Season 2 right there. Immediately, Johnny and Kreese go right at it. And this section that I've snipped right here for your viewing pleasure is really a foreshadowing and a laying out of basically the plot of roughly the first half of the season. It's something I didn't even notice until I'd gone back and watched it a couple of more times, but the writers took great care to really subtly tell us what they were doing for us in Season 2. And it's something that you don't see too often anymore in a lot of these, formulaic focus on the message type of television shows. And it's one of the really good things that the producers of Cobra Kai continue to bring to us. It's a hell of a way to open the season, but it doesn't stop there. The two of them continue to fight. And then take a look at this clip that really talks to us about how the season is going to end.
Showing mercy to an old man. It's very honorable. And stupid.
And boom, the fight between Johnny and Kreese causes Cobra Kai to burn down. And that truly is the story of the second half of the season at the end of the day. The nuance and the foreshadowing put together here by the writers and the producers is just expertly done, and it's not something that you see with most TV shows these days. Once again, the care and the thought put into this show just strips far beyond most of what we see out of almost anything we're getting on TV in any format, whether it be Netflix, whether it be broadcast television, whether it be Amazon, what have you. Cobra Kai gets it right, and they're really thoughtful and caring about what they're presenting to the audience. At the end of the day, Season 2 is a story about a battle between Johnny and Kreese and two different philosophies about how to approach life, really. Both of these men know that they've made some extreme mistakes in their life, and the differences in how they address them and deal with them is truly the underlying theme and story that makes me care about Cobra Kai.
You see that building over there? The hospital? That's where Robbie was born. I wasn't there. I failed my kid on his very first day in this world. And I've been failing him every day since. And I want you to know, no matter what happens, I promise, I'll always be on your side, and I'll always have your best interests at heart. Thank you.
To me, this scene is really at the heart of who Johnny Lawrence is. And Zabka portrays Johnny's pain and his desire to be a better man just so wonderfully here. The relationship that builds between him and Miguel to, in many ways become a father-son surrogate is just so touching. And it's one of the things that Cobra Kai has really, really perfected in so many ways. Beyond being just a fun continuation of our beloved IP of the Karate Kid legacy, it has reached out to guys like me and a wide swath of audiences because of how authentic and genuine it is, and how much you connect with and care for the characters and the journey that they're going through. And what we see Johnny talking about here with Miguel really gives us just this deep, heartfelt moment with why he's become somebody that you care about so terribly much. It's things like this that really show how Cobra Kai is a notch above everything else that we've got out there right now, and a big part of what I love about the show. A bit later on, we get some additional development, if you will, and insight into who Johnny is and who he wants to be. Take a look at this.
You smeared a blueberry pie on my shirt.
That's because you put it on my chair first. See, he's leaving out the details. Oh, yeah.
Should we get another round?
I don't know. Last time I went 4 rounds with LaRusso, I caught a foot to my face.
In a scene forced by Daniel's wife and, of course, Miguel's mom, Johnny's date, we finally get the two of these guys put together in a way that gives them a real opportunity to truly bury the hatchet and connect with each other on a personal basis that they've never been able to do before. And it's something that I, as a viewer, had really been hoping and rooting for happening. Both Johnny and Daniel consistently had things occur that they'd get right to the edge of this, and then they'd step back from because of something that either they or somebody else or somebody they cared for did. And getting the chance to see these two guys connect was just really satisfying for me as a viewer of the show. And again, it's emblematic of the arc that particularly Johnny is going through across both seasons of the show. The end of this dinner, we get to see something, really, this was a moment, the moment in many ways that I had been waiting for throughout the entirety of the first 2 seasons of this show.
I hate to admit it, but this was kind of fun.
Hey, let's not make it a regular thing.
I don't think you need to worry about that. I'll always be Miyagi-Do, and you'll always be Cobra Kai. But that doesn't mean we have to be at war, right?
Kreese is the one who cares about wars, not me.
And there you have it. I mean, that's a scene that I had been wanting throughout this entire season, because I needed these guys to find a way forward together, and maybe we've gotten there. Of course, the events in the final episode that were in many ways instigated by Kreese, whom Johnny very clearly says is the problem, lead us to a point where I don't know if this is going to last, despite the fact that they've really crossed a bridge at this point. The brawl at the school and the injury to Miguel and how things fall out after that is, of course, what leads us into season 3, which I'm anxiously anticipating coming up next January 8th.
I'll come by the dojo after school. My mom's working tonight, so maybe we can grab a burger at that place you like? All right, talk to you later.
Man, Zabka makes you feel that, doesn't he? The pain, the guilt, everything inside that he knows everything that has to do with this is in some way his fault, because he got the ball rolling on everything that led to this moment. It's not that Zabka's been absent from the industry since 1984. but there's never been anything memorable like this. There just hasn't. And maybe it's a connection to the character that launched his career. Maybe it's that he's really coming into his chops later in life. But man, I need to see this guy in more stuff now, because he just makes you feel it. He brings you in and he hooks you, and the guy's just excellent. Period. End of story. I couldn't ask for better out of the series, and I couldn't ask for better out of the actors, the writers, and the producers. Wow.
You want Cobra Kai. It's yours.
And that's realistically how we leave the end of this season. Both of Johnny's sons, his real son and his surrogate son, in some really serious shit. Kreese is one, he's in control of Cobra Kai. Johnny's back to having nothing. And who knows where we go from here. I'll tell you what, that's got me really, really looking forward to Season 3. I know this video's been largely from the point of view of Johnny, and to an extent, we haven't gone into a lot of the subplots related to the kids and even to Daniel and his family. But the biggest reason for that is because Cobra Kai is Johnny's story to me. There's probably folks who would see it a different way, but for me, this is my character, and this is who I relate to, and this is what I love about the show. The way that I've connected with this man and grown to know and love him. And he's somebody that I really can't wait to see what happens on January 8 when Season 3 rolls around. If you made it this far, first off, thanks for listening. I appreciate it very much. I hope you'll consider clicking that like button on the video. Remember to share it with your friends on social media. And please do consider subscribing to the channel. Leaving a comment below to tell me what you think about the video and about Cobra Kai and Season 3 in general really helps small creators like myself gain a wider traction and reach a wider audience here on YouTube to be able to compete against the Netflixes and the CBSs of the world. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.